Hello, welcome to another week's reading vlog. I haven't done a weekly reading vlog in I don't know how long, and I feel like it's it's still Monday, just about, and I meant to start this so much earlier in the day. It's been one of them days, you know? But here we are for a weekly reading vlog starting on the 5th of August. We'll see if it actually is a week and how long it ends up truly being. In August, I am tackling my 8k page goal challenge, so I've got a lot of reading that I need to do. And so far in August, I have read nothing. Prior to today, nothing. So I am already cutting myself 4 days off. Just forget them 4 days. I'm gonna make up for it. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. I have started my reading with A Gathering of Shadows by Victoria Schwab. I have read about 300 pages of this today, and I will finish it off tomorrow. This is a reread for me. This is, I believe, the 3rd time I will be reading this. This is part of my Patreon buddy read. The live show for this on my Patreon will be this Friday, so I need to read it this week anyway, but I will be finishing it off tomorrow, so that is not a problem. I love this series very, very much. This is, of course, book 2 in the Shades of Magic series. One of my favourite series ever. I've spoken about it many, many times. I'm not going to bore you about it right now, but this is my first read. So there's my first 300 pages for August. Now, I'm about to take myself to bed, and I have just got myself one of these little clickers, and I've decided I'm going to try and read Lights Out. I feel like in my current mood, this book could give me some fuzzies that I need, because I've been really sad. The people on this book cover look really happy. Steph from Steph Loves, that was weird, I never introduced who Steph is, but Steph from Steph Loves loves this, and it's an F1 romance. I like a bit of F1. I typically don't like a bit of romance. Maybe it can give me the fuzzies that I want. So I'm gonna take my Kindle with my little clicker. I've got like a stand thing in the bedroom clipped up, so I can clip my Kindle up and take my clicker into bed with me and try and read a little bit in bed. I'm hoping that this approach might actually mean that for a change I don't lie to you and say I'm gonna take my book to bed and read a little bit, and then not read anything. Hopefully by doing this, I might actually read something. Stay tuned though, because I'll let you know if that was a success tomorrow. The aim for this vlog, quite simply, read as much as I can this week. No theme, just as much as I can. As many pages as I can, because I'm already behind, so I really, 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 really need to do something about that. Hello, me again. I was supposed to vlog a bit more today, but I'm again coming at you at 11 PM on Tuesday night, so at least it's the next day. But I did, as promised, and finished A Gathering of Shadows. I haven't taken my bookmark out of that actually yet, but I have finished my reread of this, so that is some pages finally tallying towards my page count, and it is 508. I love this book. This is a reread for me. I explained that yesterday. This is still 5 stars. I prefer this one to the first one. From my initial thoughts, the second one was my favourite. I think on rereads, the second one has remained my favourite. Currently, this is still my favourite. Haven't reread the third one yet though, so we'll see if that sticks, but 5 stars. I love this book. I have also started Lights Out, that F1 romance that I was going to read. I'm like 5 chapters into that. It's on my Kindle in the other room, and so far so good. I don't think I like contemporary writing. It feels very like preppy is the only thing I can explain. Maybe that's just the character voices, I don't know, but it's not like, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like serious enough. So maybe that'll be an issue for me, I don't know. But so far the plot is alright. We've got 2 characters. One is a F1 driver, one is an aspiring F1 driver, and I think our aspiring F1 driver is about to be given the chance of a lifetime to join the other driver in their team, and it's a romance. So I'm gonna go and carry on reading that. and get some pages up. I have the day off work tomorrow, so tomorrow should hopefully be a bit more entertaining for you, because obviously today I've been at work, yesterday I was at work, but I'm off tomorrow. I have a tattoo appointment tomorrow afternoon, so I will have a fresh tattoo to show you tomorrow. I'm very excited. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna go to bed and read more of that F1 book. Good morning. It is 10:30 on Wednesday morning, and I'm off work. Woo! I've got myself up, I've got myself ready. I had a bit of a lay-in because I was up until about 2 AM reading that F1 romance book that I've actually got here because my Kindle's with me now. Lights out. But I am now 40% in. Page 146. I'm enjoying. I'm having an okay time. I still don't like the writing style. It's too casual, I think I said preppy yesterday. I think I might stick with that word. Not loving the writing style, but I'm enjoying the characters and I love F1, so there's that as well. So I'm having an okay time with that. I am going to take Finn to the beach now. It is a warm day, but it's not too hot, but I thought if I take him to the beach, it'll be cooler there as well because of the sea breeze and stuff, and I really fancy going to the beach. So we're gonna go to the beach, which does mean I need another audiobook for the walk, and I don't know what to listen to. What have I got on Everand? I will work it out when I get there, I guess, because I don't know what I want to listen to. But the plan is to take that munchkin over there to the beach. Do you like my new lamp, by the way? Isn't that cute? It's my Sirius light. I'll talk to you about that a bit later. It is so windy. I don't even know if you're going to be able to hear me. It's really windy. It's a bit less windy up here, but this is nice. Finn's about to drag me down this hill. What a glorious, glorious day. And then you've got the like docks containment place thingamajig over that side. Where are we? Oh, all the way up here. We've just come up more steps to be even higher. I'm just going wherever he takes me, to be honest, which is this general direction. And now the beach is all the way down there. We've done quite a way. We were all the way over there. Howdy pals, I have a reading update for you. I also have other updates for you about my day in general, because I think the last time I vlogged would have been at the beach. I didn't show you going to get my tattoo. Stay tuned to see the tattoo. But before I give you all of the updates for everything that has happened today, I told you I was going to talk to you about my Sirius light. So I'm about to talk to you about my Sirius light. Thank you so much to Sirius readers for sponsoring this video. I love this light. This is my Sirius light. This is the high definition model, and I absolutely love it. I have been carting this between the library and the bedroom for where I'm deciding to read, because reading with this light is just beautiful. I have been using it for reading since getting it. I've had it for a couple of weeks now, I want to say, and it's got like, look, you can make it really bright or you can make it really dim, so like when I'm in bed at night time, having the dimmer on is great, but like if you need more light, you can get it brighter. It's like fully, you can bend it and move it however you need it, so when I'm sat here I can like angle it so that it's on my pages. And there's also this like focus thing where you can have it as more of a like widespread light, or you can have it more focused in on what you're doing. And I just think that's really cool, especially if you're someone who does like crafts, like being able to focus the light in on what you're looking at. Oh, I just love it. Sirius lights use daylight wavelength technology, which replicates the spectrum of daylight as closely as is technically possible, so that you're easier on your eyes. And as someone who has suffered with like migraines in the past from specific lights, like the lights in Tesco, always don't like them. But lights are so important to your eyes, and that like daylight wavelength technology helping your eyes out, it just changes the game with reading. And I don't know how to fully articulate, like, the difference between, like, this sort of level of light and the light that you get from, like, having a regular light on or, like, a regular light bulb lamp. It's just very different, and I love it, and I'm a little bit obsessed. As I mentioned, this one is the high definition light, and I'm very happy to let you know that with my code JADE24 you can get £100 off a high definition light and free UK delivery. I will leave a link to them down below in the description, as well as that code JADE24 for you to go and check out and peruse if you so wish. Thank you so much, Serious Readers, for sponsoring this video and for introducing me to this incredible light. Yes, I will be carting it back in the bedroom. I say carting, it's not difficult. But I will be taking it back into the bedroom with me to read in there as well and keep moving. Maybe I should just get two. Maybe I should just get two. Anyway, thank you, Serious Readers, and I love it. In other news, I have read a book. I have read The Faraway Paladin. Who saw this coming? This is a manga that I got for my birthday, for myself, that has just been calling my name. I don't know why, but I felt the need to read it, and now I have read it. This is about a young boy called Will who is raised by 3 undead. He doesn't really know how this has happened, doesn't know why this is his situation, where he came from, why he is in a completely abandoned town that he cannot leave, being raised by 3 undead. We have a ghost, a skeleton, and a mummy raising him, and they are like training him and teaching him how to be an adult, how to be capable of going out into the big wide world and everything that possibly awaits him out there. There is a lot more to that story and the mysteries of what is going on in this world. I won't explain that though, because you need to read it to find that out. This had me jaw-dropped for a little while. I was like, jaw on the floor, shocked at some of the things going on in this. I had a thoroughly good time. I want to get the next volume. This is the omnibus, actually, so I would need to get the next omnibus. I think this is 2 volumes together, maybe. I need to get the next one, because how that ended, I want to know what's going on. Like, I feel like it's about to get really good. So, 4 stars for this one, I think. Like, the second part of this, so the second volume, I guess, was really good. The first one, it took a little bit to get into, so 4 stars overall. I want to continue this series, though. And I don't even know how many pages this is, but that is now 2 books finished, which is okay going. We've finished A Gathering of Shadows, we've finished the Faraway Paladin. I am 150 pages into Lights Out, and I have a new tattoo. I have got my Jolteon on my leg. She is grim right now, but you're gonna want to see. So, let's show you.
And there you go. She's still covered and bleeding a fair bit, but there she is. I went and got that done today after my walk at the beach. But of course I have the Flareon on the back here, and then the opposite side of my ankle is my Vaporeon. And then the plan is to get Eevee on the front, so you can see my Vaporeon that side. So I get Eevee on the front, then got Jolteon there, and it's really difficult to show you the back of my leg, but Flareon, there we go.
And that is my updates for you right now. As for where I go from here, I am going to take Lights Out to bed with me again and continue reading. Hopefully not until 2 AM because I do have work tomorrow. We'll see what happens. And then I need another physical read or audio read. I never picked an audiobook after saying earlier that I wanted an audiobook for the beach walk. I had a lovely time at the beach, by the way. I just lost focus, so sorry if like the lighting and focus has all changed. But I had a lovely time at the beach, but I didn't listen to an audiobook because the wind was so strong I wouldn't have been able to hear anything anyway. All I could hear was wind. And I just enjoyed being there, listening to the world in the end. So I need to pick another like physical or audio read, and I don't know what I'm gonna do for that. but my next priority is probably going to be to finish Lights Out. And on the topic of Lights Out, let's take this puppy to bed with me. Hello, pals. What day is it? Thursday? It's Thursday. I finished Lights Out. That's what I was here to tell you. I finished Lights Out. It is done. I've run it through Corepile. It got a 3-star rating from me. But you know what? It was such a cheeseburger. I had a good time with it, but it wasn't, like, good. And I'll be honest, the thing that bothered me the most about it was the typos and the spelling errors. Because sometimes I don't know if they're typos or spelling errors, but there was a couple of instances of, like, using the wrong type of there or your. Like, they were talking about her grandma, and it was your grandma, but you are grandma, you know, with an apostrophe, and that bothered me. And there was a bit where I think the character was trying to say, I can see the nervousness you're trying so hard to hide, but what it actually said was, I can see the nervousness you're trying to try. Unless that's a phrase that I don't know. But there were a few others as well, just like spelling errors and typos and stuff that really bothered me. And also there were a lot of conveniences and things just kind of being told to you and happening really quickly without actually adding to like the overall story or anything. It was just bam, and then that happened. So there were bits that bothered me, but overall I had a good time, which is why I'm calling it a cheeseburger. Like, it was fun, it was tasty, I gobbled it up, but it wasn't good, but it was fun. And I think that's exactly what I knew it was going to be going into it, like that's what I expected. And I had a fun time. It was a cute romance. I loved the fact that there was no, like, miscommunication or third act breakup, is that what it's called? I'm not a romance girly. But I loved the fact that there was none of that super frustrating miscommunication. My phone is pinging off over there, because that always bothers me so much. And it was just cute and happy. And I mean, it wasn't all happy. There was some, like, heavier bits in there. But for the most part, I needed it to give me those fuzzies and those happy feelings because the people on the book cover looked like they were happy. And it did that. It did what I needed it to do. It did what it said it would do on the tin. Yes, there were some issues with it, but overall, yeah, 3-star. Would I read another F1 romance? Probably. I probably would. I'll have to ask Steph for some more recommendations. However, now we are moving on to Ping, ping, ping. Ping. Pingity ping. Let's just shut my phone up, because apparently everyone I know... I have 14 messages. I had none when I started this clip, and it's been 3.5 minutes. What was I saying? I'm moving on to other things, and I've gone from one extreme to the other here because I am starting The Grace of Kings. This is really going to help me get those page numbers in. So I've completed 3 books. I've read 1,200 and something pages so far, and this, I'm hoping, is really going to help me get more pages in. I've been putting this off for ages because I feel like I'm going to love it. It is a bit chunkier, starting a new epic fantasy series, the Dandelion Dynasty. Very buzzwordy for me, with an empire on the brink of war, emperor on deathbed, even the gods are restless. Rah rah rah. I think I'm gonna love this, but this is my super pretty broken binding edition, so I do have the Kindle book, so I will probably read it on my Kindle and keep this as my trophy. But I'm excited to dive in. It's been a long time coming for this, and I'm finally gonna do it. So let's go do it. Actually, first, let's reply to those 14 messages. Who needs me that badly? Fin.
Hey, baby.
Hello, pals. In an interesting turn of events, I've finished a book. It is not Grace of Kings. It is Friday now, and I have listened to the audiobook this morning whilst working. I've just been doing some testing, so I've been able to just listen to an audiobook whilst doing that. And I have listened to the entire thing for The Seep. I'll put the cover here. It was blurbed by Jeff Vandermeer, which is what caught my attention, and it is like a sci-fi thriller, weird sort of book. So I thought, vibes. I like those vibes. I'll give it a go. So I listened to it this morning. Didn't take me long. It took about 3 hours, I think, in total. I didn't love it. I didn't dislike it, but I also didn't love it. It was a bit weird. But yeah, sci-fi thriller, alien invasion. The alien is the Seep. And our main character, whose name I've already forgotten, Trina. There we go, Trina. Our main character, Trina, is a 50-year-old trans woman, and she lives with her wife. She's got a pretty steady thing going with her wife. And then there's this alien invasion, and the alien is the Seep. And the Seep is like this absolutely world-changing invasion that breaks down the world as we know it. Capitalism is gone. Life is never-ending. Like, death is cured. Capitalism is completely broken. Anything that anyone wants, the Seep provides. The Seep just provides. And all suffering is put to an end, because if there's anything that you want, the Seep can provide for you. In terms of, like, if you decide you want to sprout wings, the Seep can make you sprout wings, and humanity is then living on this high of the Seep, and Trina isn't into that. Trina thinks that suffering is part of life, and the finality of death is important, and changing yourself in certain ways isn't something that should just be given. I won't explain that too much, but there is a character that Trina has a confrontation with who does something to himself that she is against. So interesting, intriguing. I don't want to share too much because I don't want to give away the book, and it's not a long one. I think it's like 270 pages. Very quick to get through. Compelling, intriguing, but not satisfying. Not even like in a speculative sort of Vandermeer-esque way. Like I always say, Jeff Vandermeer's books aren't particularly satisfying, but they're good in a speculative way. This just didn't quite land for me. I didn't quite get the vibes that I wanted. I don't know if it could have done with maybe just being longer and exploring more of the Seep and this utopian world and making us feel a bit uneasy, because I didn't get that uneasiness, and I suppose that's what I really wanted going into this, was that uneasy, weird thing. But the Seep wasn't that, because the Seep was just this provider, and it was like ultimate utopia. The Seep gives all. Everyone's super happy, everyone gets what they want, even when it's really weird requests. Yeah. I don't know, might be one that I think about for a while, but it's currently sitting at a 3-star for me. But yeah, caught my attention. It's been on my radar for a while, and I just decided to listen to the audiobook for it this morning. So that helps with the page count. Was a surprise read. My page count so far now is 1,544. I've still got a long way to go. And of course, Grace of Kings. I read like, I don't know, 20 pages of this last night. Let's check what page I'm on. 22. I'm on page 22 of The Grace of Kings. So far I don't have really anything to say because I'm very early in, so that needs to be my priority after work today, but I do still have my afternoon of work. I'm on my lunch break at the minute, so I'm going to eat some food and then crack back on and read The Grace of Kings later. But there's a surprise little update that I didn't particularly see coming. Good morning, quick one from me. I'm off to a baby shower. Do I look cute? I hope so. I've tried to be a bit cutesy, because baby shower. Anyway, I'm gonna go to that. Let's go. Oh, I've got balloons to pick up. Fun. Hello. This weekend has not gone as one would have hoped in terms of reading. Baby shower yesterday was very lovely. Very lovely time. The mum-to-be had a very lovely time. I had a nice time. I went to the balloon shop beforehand and got way too many balloons. And there was good food, and one of our friends made a cake, which was really cute. And one of our other friends made a sign, which was really cute. And it was just very cute. And there was a, guess the poo in the nappy game where it was all like food in nappies that like resembled poo, like chocolate spread, pickles, that sort of stuff. And it was all good fun. However, I then ended up hanging out at hers afterwards and didn't get home until like 10 o'clock last night. And then today I've kind of been in my feels a bit. And I don't know what's going on. I think I mentioned earlier in this vlog about just feeling sad, so wanting a book that was going to make me feel happy. And I kind of still want that because I'm still in my feels, and I don't know what's wrong with me. But because I'm in my feels, the idea of a big epic isn't doing much for me right now. So I think tonight I'm going to try and read this graphic novel. I don't know if this is going to get me more in my feels or less, but it looks cute. So I think I'm going to read that just to get some pages in me again. But then also I asked Steph for another like feel-good romance to like make me happy, and she's recommended Night Shift. This one, Night Shift. So maybe I'll start that as like another bedtime read as well. But it's Sunday already and I just feel like I've failed. Like I feel like 1,500 odd pages isn't, for me, like that's not masses. I can do better than that. And the whole point of this vlog was to like read the maximum amount, and I haven't done that. So I feel like I've let myself down. But now I'm not going to settle down and read because I'm actually going to go to the beach with Finn, because that I know will perk me up, make me a bit happier. So I'm going to go to the beach with Finn, then I'm going to come back, read Cody, maybe start Night Shift. We'll see what happens when that happens. But yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Hello. I am back to report that the walk was lovely. We bumped into my sisters, weirdly. Yeah, I did not expect to bump into my sisters on the beach in the dark, but they came running up to my car because they spotted my car and then Finn in the window of my car. And they came running up, screaming. So my sisters joined me for the walk, and then I had to drop them home afterwards. They were with my mum, but they were then leaving the beach because they'd been there all day. But the girls wanted to join me for the walk, so they did, and then I dropped them home afterwards. So yeah, that was surprising. But I have also finished Cody. This was really quick and kind of not the heartwarming vibe that I wanted. It was kind of sad. Not sad enough to like make me cry and make me feel sad, but it just didn't give me the heartwarming feels that I wanted from this. So I think I've just read this at a wrong time, because I'm sure like the premise of a young girl finding friendship with a bear and then having to leave the bear and the bear coming to find her, like that's cute. I think my mood, just I didn't get what I wanted from this, and it was kind of sad, not heartwarming, and I don't know. I'll maybe give it a 3-star, but I feel like that's my fault, so yeah. Anyway, I read that. How many pages was that, actually? Because I should probably work out my, weekly page count. 176 pages. So let's add that into my core pile spreadsheet, which means that my completed reading for this week is 1,720. I know I can do better than that, and I think my mood brought me down. You're really not stable. I'm sorry. But my mood brought me down. I feel like maybe at the beginning of the week I was doing better, and I've been loving reading in bed with my new Sirius light. So I don't know. I'm gonna try again next week though, because the aim for August in general is to try and make it my best page count month ever. But being, this far into August already, it's the 11th, and being under 2,000 pages, and I need to get to 8,000 pages. I need to pick it up. Well, I say that. I am actually also a chapter into Night Shift, 1 chapter, and 1 chapter into Grace of Kings. But I just haven't, Grace of Kings I feel is slowing me down. I really want an audiobook for that, but as it turns out, there isn't an audiobook for it in the UK, which sucks. Because I really feel like if I were to immersion read that, listen and read at the same time, which is my favourite method of reading, my big chunky fantasies, to double the intake, physically read with the audio. I just love the immersion reading experience, and I want to do that, but I don't have an audiobook for it, so I can't do that, which is a real shame. And then Night Shift I've just read 1 chapter of, just to get it started, so that's another, say, 30 pages, hardly worth counting, because they will definitely be read next week. This week I have read A Gathering of Shadows by V. Schwab. Great time with that. I read Lights Out by Kayla James. Also had a very good time with that. I read The Faraway Paladin. I enjoyed that. I read The Seep and had an okay time with that. I thought maybe that would be one that would stick in my mind, but I'll be honest with you, it hasn't. It hasn't stuck in my head at all. So maybe I was generous with that rating, because it hasn't stuck with me. So yeah, read The Seep and have now read Cody. So what's that? 2 novels. Oh, 3 if you count The Seep, or would you call that a novella? 3 wordy books, a manga, and a graphic novel. I can do better than that. And next week, I promise you, I'm going to do better than that. So I'm going to start a new weekly reading vlog tomorrow. And look at me actually keeping this to a week. Did anyone see that happening? Because I'm not sure I did. But next week's weekly vlog is going to be better. I'm going to beat 1,700 pages for sure. I swear to you. Oh, I've got a really itchy nose. Right, it is beyond time for me to go to bed now. I've got work in the morning, so I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you very much for watching and hanging out with me whilst I try and read and have a little bit of a crisis. Thank you so much to Serious Readers for sponsoring this video. I absolutely love my Serious light. I cannot get over how much I love it. It's a light and I adore it. So thank you so much to them for sponsoring this video. Once again, thank you for watching and hanging out, and I will see you in whatever comes next. Bye!